Name the total, the groups, and the unknown before choosing a plan.
Today, watch the scene carefully. The numbers and symbols are part of the world, so the structure can be seen before it is named. To open this first latched cache, we must make sense of the physical problem before us. The most reliable strategy is to simply name what we already know. These carvings show our starting conditions. We have a total of 3/4 cup of granola, and it needs to be shared equally among 3 bowls. Next, we identify what is missing. The unknown variable is the specific amount of granola going into 1 bowl. A strong start names the total, the number of groups, the unknown amount in 1 bowl, and a plan to model 3/4 divided by 3. Moving forward into the clearing, the path is blocked by a new obstacle on this boulder. This equation carved into the stone reads 18 equals 3 times x plus 2. It is tempting to instantly distribute that 3, but taking a moment to look for a simpler structure saves time. Instead of distributing, we can revise our plan. We will treat the entire expression, x plus 2, as a single, isolated unit. By dividing both sides by 3, we isolate that grouped expression to get 6 equals x plus 2. Subtracting 2 from both sides gives us a final value of x equals 4. The revision is to treat x plus 2 as 1 unit, then solve x equals 4. Further down the trail at the brook, we encounter a different challenge. Arriving at a number does not guarantee it is the right answer unless we verify it. This arrangement painted on the stepping stones shows the equation 5n equals 45. Suppose a student works through this and writes down an initial guess of n equals 8. We test that answer by substituting 8 back into the original equation. 5 times 8 equals 40. Since 40 does not equal 45, the check fails. Take a look at the original equation to see what the value should be. Solving it again carefully, we replace the incorrect guess with a 9. 5 times 9 yields the required 45. Checking in the original equation shows that the correct solution is n equals 9. The final obstacle lies ahead in the hollow, and it requires us to test our assumptions about boundaries on a physical structure. This diagram tracking along the fallen wood asks exactly how many vertical posts are needed to support a continuous 12-section fence. When a problem feels too large, we scale it down. We start with the simplest cases. A fence with just 1 section needs 2 posts to stand. A fence with 2 sections requires 3 posts. The pattern becomes clear as the structure grows. A continuous fence always requires exactly 1 more post than its total number of sections. Trying small cases reveals the rule. 12 sections need 13 posts. Looking back along the path, the full journey is now visible as a single, connected landscape. Reading the structure directly from the landscape reveals the pattern. The physical labels show what each quantity means. The animal's interaction shows how those quantities change, and the notation records the same relationship.
Trying small cases proves that 12 fence sections need 13 posts.